Now we start with concerns about radon gas. Experts saying that Utahns are susceptible to the invisible, odorless, scentless, cancer-causing gas.
With the lowest smoking rates in the country, Utahns are less likely to develop lung cancer, but they aren't immune. Radon gas can cause cancer, and this gas is usually found in your home. ABC4's Kate Gardner has the story.
Air quality along the Wasatch Front isn't always the best, but your house could be home to an even deadlier pollutant.
Frankly, it's one of the few things outside of smoking that has a much higher rate of lung cancers.
Dr. Bobby Mahajan is talking about radon.
And accounts for about 21,000 deaths in the United States a year.
But what is it?
Radon comes from the breakdown of uranium that's naturally occurring in our soil, in our rocks.
And why is it so deadly?
This gas can be broken down, the particles, into more radioactive kind of isotopes that result in injury to the lung when they're inhaled. And over time, that injury to the lung can result in lung cancer.
The American Lung Association says that Utah has the lowest smoking rate in the entire country. But when it comes to radon exposure, it's well below average. In fact, it's one of the 10 worst states in the country. And in Utah, lung cancer is the deadliest form of cancer.
But what folks don't often know is radon exposure is the number one trigger for lung cancer when it comes to non-smokers.
If you talk to our lung oncologists, they'll tell you their waiting rooms are full of smokers, 50% smokers, 50% non-smokers. They say to the non-smokers, go home and test for radon. Chances are, if they've been in that home for an extended period, the radon levels are high.
State radon coordinator Eleanor Diver says no one really knows how long it'll take to develop cancer.
I've been working with 2 lung cancer survivors that literally were exposed somewhere between 5 to 10 years. And then they were diagnosed when they were at stage 3 and the other was stage 4.
Diver says the gas is invisible, odorless, tasteless. It makes its way through the soil into homes.
So one of the lung cancer survivors I was talking about, she was working from home, as a lot of us are now. She was being exposed to 32 picocuries every day in her home. And that's like smoking 3 packs of cigarettes every day.
She says many people think only homes with basements are affected. But this woman, she says, didn't have a basement.
She went upstairs to go to sleep, and the levels were at 15 picocuries up there, so she really couldn't get away from the radon. She was still smoking like a pack and a half of cigarettes.
But Diver says not to worry because testing for radon is simple. Homeowners can get these tests.
You can go to the state's website, radon.utah.gov, and purchase a radon test kit for $10.95.
She says results will be back in about a week, and that homes should be tested every couple of years. Now, for people who live in the Salt Lake area,
we're partnering with Protect Environmental to offer no-cost radon screening. So that's an amazing resource.
They can request a screening by visiting this website seen on screen. For homes with high levels of radon, additional mitigation will be needed. On average, about 30% of all homes in Utah have dangerous levels of radon. In 7 of Utah's counties, that average increases to more than 50% of homes.
We will have a new funding source that if you are low income, we will be able to help you with that mitigation. That is the great news.
Diver says that program should kick off in January. Currently, the state doesn't require public buildings or schools to be tested.
So we're working really hard with the school districts to go in and get those schools tested.
So far, she says they've tested about 20% of Utah schools and hopes to see more reach out, get tested, and keep kids safe. In Salt Lake City, Kate Garner, ABC4 News.
All right, some good information there, Kate. To get your free professional radon testing through Protect Environmental and the American Lung Association, you can scan the QR code you see there right on your screen.